not working? Here, let's see. Yes. Okay. Sorry. You guys see it live. So as you guys can see, now you know it's not made up. It's real. You guys see the curse. um, alrighty. Thank you guys. Sorry about that. Alrighty. So yeah. Okay. You guys can hear me. All right. Perfect. Yes, I know. It is a terrible, terrible curse. This mic. It's very nice, but it's also very not nice. So we're gonna bring that up right there. All right. So without further ado, a couple big things here. So starting this year, guys, we got some relatively big changes coming to the group. So we're gonna call it that because I got disclose a couple things here for you guys to go over. Um, Let's move that over here. If you guys are waiting on TikTok, I'll be live once we're all done with the entirety of the newsletter, which this is the first newsletter that I have written, curated, etc., etc. So you guys are the first people to get the rough draft, all that good stuff. So yeah, there it is. So first of all, we're gonna go over the newsletter. We're gonna go over economic calendar earnings, my watch list, which is not entirely complete. I have a couple more things I want to go over. So if you want access to that watch list, it will be in the Discord later tonight or early tomorrow. Also worth noting, trials are open. If you guys have been looking to get into the group, we are open as of now. And if you guys have not, I went absolutely crazy in the Discord, updating a ton of education, and I'm going to continue to update education. If you have questions or if there's something that I can elaborate on even further for free, please feel free to go ahead and reach out via the Discord. So, all right. So, of course, and this is the weekly newsletter, so bear with me. But so welcome to your weekly stock market update. As the new year gets underway, let's take a look at some of the key headlines and events that shaped the market last week and what we should be paying attention to in the week ahead. Hope you guys obviously had a wonderful season, holiday season, and are ready to tackle the new year with renewed energy. So here's what we needed to know. So going forward, the former Treasury Secretary Lawrence H. Summers criticized Republicans and Trump for partially being responsible for inflation. Government should be using that purchasing power to make things cheaper and support the Fed independence, reduce deficit. 2020 year was our 2022, excuse me, was a pretty difficult year for investors, but obviously 2023 is definitely going to be offering us a new opportunity. Last week, stocks and bonds had another down week, completing one of their worst weeks in recent history. Quiet week for economic earnings. Quiet week for economic and earnings due to a shortened holiday week, only 4 days. We also saw China's reopening is positive for companies like Apple, but some Chinese stocks are obviously still facing some regulatory difficulties that are worth paying attention to going into the week ahead. Yes, in the economic events educational channel, I have broke down all of the economic events that are most important, and gave you an idea of how these things can impact the market. And actually, fuck it. Language. This is why this channel is not for kids. Um, hold on. Let me do something here. Video capture display. No, we're gonna leave that up. Window display. Window, not display capture though. Let's see here. Not the right one. That's your guys' chat though. Look at that. You guys get some star time there. Say hi to the internet. Sorry about that. Hold on 1 second, guys. There we go. All right. Thank you guys. Sorry about that. Just had to fix that awesome channel. Thank you. Yeah. Sorry, I just saw that. All right. So, anyway, wanted to go ahead and fix that. So let's take a look at the Discord really quickly. I just wanted you guys to be able to see this for yourself, so that way when you get done, you can go and find it. So here is right about there. All right. So if you guys ignore that, but we've got the economic events. So right here, literally every single one of them. If you guys are new to the Discord, new to YouTube, new to whatever, or just new to trading, or if you've been around, this is probably a good rule of thumb. ISM manufacturing PMI, JOLTS job opening, all the way down. So again, high impact. I simplify it for you. So everything is there. Please do go over that and enjoy. All right, going further. Excuse me. So consumer confidence data reveals a low 12-month inflation expectations, and Joseph E. Stiglitz warns of a potential recession caused by central banks' efforts to tame exactly that recession. That should be caused, or will inevitably be caused by the central bank's effort to tame inflation. Other than that, that's about it. Again, we have a relatively quiet week. So moving forward, oh god, we got a freaking wild animal in here. Oh, also worth mentioning, going forward into the week ahead, the U.S. job report for December will be released on January 6th of 2023. It is expected to show an increase in payroll of about 200,000 and an increase of averagely earnings around 5%. The unemployment rate is expected to hold 3.7%, and the labor market's resilience is a key focus for the Federal Reserve policymakers, with the U.S. economy creating an average of 392,000. Sorry, it's been a long weekend. Monthly new jobs in 2022, despite rate hikes and recession fears. Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell recently stated, "It feels like we have a structural labor storage out there," and the Labor Department reported that the unemployment benefits claims rose 9,000 to, oh my God, unemployment claims benefits, rose 9,000 to 225,000 for the week ending of December 24th, and the number of people receiving benefits rose 41,000 to 1.7 million in the week ending December 17th. So Fed officials project the unemployment rate could reach 4.6% in 2023, equivalent to about 1.5 million lost jobs. So just something to think about going into the week ahead. All right. Now, let's take a look at the economic calendar. What did that huge jump mean? Here, let me reread that. I may have messed it up. So, let's see, where was it? So benefit claims rose 9,000% to 225,000. They were not 9,000 and then increased to 225,000. I apologize if I I read that wrong. Sorry. I'm reading my own article, my own newsletter, so it's a rough draft. You guys are here for it. I appreciate you. Anyway, so going forward, I do have it marked out that there's mostly high impact data here, but we're going to add a little bit of this just so that we know what's going on. So while it is a quiet week, Friday is going to be important, and I can't really tell you as of right now how markets are going to, because what we did see is a big pop. A lot of resistances got either retested or some of them even got broken. So going forward into the week ahead, I think that Wednesday Going into Thursday, we could see a little bit of momentum. But truthfully, this entire Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday could be some very volatile sideways action. So that means a lot of bit of sinking, a lot of up and down, et cetera, et cetera. And I know that sounds pretty basic, but typically, especially going into earnings season right now, after what has already been a massive drop, a lot of shorts are going to be covering. You're going to see that back and forth, buying the dip, covering, buying the dip. A lot of that could end up happening right here, especially as things could potentially start taking kind of ending up with a slowdown, if you will. So, as far as recession, rate, interest hikes, et cetera, et cetera. So, somehow Michael Burry is even bullish right now, which is kind of unusual. So, all right. So moving forward, we got the newsletter knocked out, economic calendar. Again, this is I'm gonna go screenshot this. This will all be in the Discord, the newsletter. And I'm gonna touch on something really, really quickly. So right here, if you're outside of the Discord, or you've been in our Discord before, but it was too noisy, or you're in the Discord right now and it's too noisy. I am introducing and integrating a new system, which will be fully web hooked back and forth. But if you want, well, let me just say this: it's probably just going to be best if you would go ahead and it's free. Download the Circle app. The link is in the Discord. I will be uploading a ton of educational. This is just a way cleaner platform. Notifications are here, direct messages, all that good stuff. So, what I want to do is basically have you guys hop in here. This will give you access to the Discord, and the Discord will give you access to this. They are the same thing. This is a cleaner, less noisy version of the Discord. Okay, that is simply put, that is what we're dealing with right now. So, okay, my mic was telling me that something weird is happening. A little bit bright there, a little bit washed out. Okay, economic calendar is done. One thing that I do want to go over and just remind you, I'm going to be reminding. I told you I'm going to be reminding you. It's something that's going to kind of sneak up on people, and I don't really think people are thinking about it a ton. This Wednesday, Tuesday through Wednesday, there's a couple companies. LEDs, used to trade that company a lot. WBA, those could be interesting, but nothing really to talk about. So nothing this week. But sorry, I didn't mean to yell at you. This upcoming Friday the 13th. Oh, Friday the 13th. Wow, that's that's kind of cool actually. A bank earnings on Friday the 13th. I don't really think it could get much better. Friday the 13th. I'm just writing this down because I might have to make a little video on that. Oh, nice. Hey, Kat, are you playing with the cap to the marker that I need to cap right now? It looks like you are. That's all right. So anyway, so we see bank earnings Friday the 13th. We do have quite a bit, and that's basically going to kick off our earnings season, and it's just around the corner. I wonder if the market could bleed up into these earnings, and then these earnings potentially give us a really definitive direction. So, perfect. Okay. All right. So anyway, that's it for this week. again, trials are open for the Discord. So if you've been waiting to get into the Discord, just go to our website, Simple Stacks Investments, right here. If you would like, you can go into the Discord. If you would like to just go straight into here, DM me if you are already in the Discord. So these are explicit instructions for those already in the Discord that have already paid lifetime, yearly, monthly. Please DM me your current membership on Discord or Circle. Again, this is a cleaner, even if you're brand new, I've got a list right here just to see whether it's right. If you feel like you're in a good place to join our Discord group, I've got 6 things to think about. So all this stuff is going to be just a little bit clearer, a little bit less noisy, less memes, less stuff, more money stuff. So anyway, all right. So let's start breaking into the juicy stuff. I know you guys have a ton of requests, and I'm just going to stick to the request tonight rather than going over my watch list, because right now my watch list is incomplete. So if you're interested in seeing the watch list, again, this will be in the Discord right here in the PotterStocks channel. Mind you, if you are out there in the Discord, left click, mark as read, and then that channel will collapse. Do you guys see how tiny you can make the Discord? So if you don't like that, mark as red, right? Mark as red, mark as red, and then all these. Stop it. Look at that. Scalpers, not even, there's nothing going on, and they're still losing it. Absolute degenerates in there. So anyway, that'll be in there. I will be typing out everything, my trading schedule, my watch list. So if you are in the Discord, that is where that will be. Other than that, if you guys have any requests, go ahead and drop those. Come on. Okay, don't. Go ahead and drop those in the Discord now, or excuse me, in the YouTube chat now. Just $ request, and we'll go ahead and get that today. Daniel, what's your input on the Tesla numbers that came out today? You'll have to give me a minute because I can go pull those up. Hold on one second. I'll give you a Tesla release. It's Q4. Shit. Announced. Oh, after the market closed on Wednesday. Well, I already knew that. Is Q4 delivery failed to wait? Hold on. Where do you see this? I don't actually see the data. I see Monday. Oh, here we go. Tesla Q4 deliveries failed to clear lowered bar. Delivered more than 405,276 cars in the fourth quarter, according to the update for the company on Monday. Produced over 439,000. This marked a 31.33% year-over-year increase, at a 17.87% subsequent climb. Model sales of so I guess they came in pretty, yeah. So I guess they basically came underneath pretty decently on all of those expectations. And the subsequent growth, I think, especially probably towards the end of this year, has definitely hurt Tesla. So we'll see how that's interpreted via stock price. I'm sure you'll find out Tuesday morning. So, but we'll dig a little bit more into that tonight. And if anything, if I ever miss your question here on YouTube or anywhere else, you can DM me that question. I don't really care what it is, and I'll try and get to it as soon as possible. So. Anyway, give me 1 second while you guys type out your request or your questions. I'm going to go ahead and bring in the true degenerates. No, I'm just kidding. The TikTokers, and we'll go ahead and get started. So, what's up, kitty cat? Whoa! Can't just fall over like that, dude. You guys get to see like the whole. This is basically what I do, you know, in the background when I don't have my mic or my phone on. Camera, excuse me. A little nervous with the camera on. I haven't had the camera on in months. Even though I'm on TikTok all the time. This is a little bit different. This is like right in my face, you know? You're gonna have to move, kitty cat. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. MU, Spy, Snow, PGNY, RIVN, Netflix, Lucid, SOX, SOXS. Okay, cool. Ridiculous. Stop. Oh my god. All right. What is the reason the market rose late Friday? I believe that was a short covering. I believe it was a long weekend. Shorts covering data coming in this week. Um, Mostly is kind of what I'm thinking here. All right, let's do it. All right, so if you guys have requests, I've got charts. I will be writing these requests down. So that way, if you guys, I will tweet every single one of these out. So if you don't follow me on Twitter, give that tweet a like, give it a retweet if it is for you, and if it benefits you, same thing. So I think SOXS. I think there was also one at the tippity top. It was VENG, PGNY. Let's see here. Yep, SOXS. Spy, Snow. Only one per person too. Although, just a quick reminder. MU. All right, we've got RIVN. We've got Netflix, Lucid. What else do we got? If you guys are on TikTok, right here, I am live on YouTube. The link is in the bio. If you have any requests, that is where you can find me right now. That is going to be the best place to find me. And also the best place to have your request actually taken, because otherwise you might get lost in the request sauce. Sounds a little bit suspect, you know, the more you think about it. Don't think about it. Why? So think about it this way, Mark Clear. With shorts, right? Losses are indefinite. You can lose however much. So after as a big of decline as the market has seen, to short the bottom over a long weekend after you just had a long weekend going into earnings season and going into economic data typically probably wouldn't be a great idea. Also, sales, right, at the end of the year, taxes, et cetera, et cetera. You know, that kind of thing. I think also buyers were convinced, and you saw volume kind of pick up a little bit. But yeah, typically all day chop, big push towards the end of the day. that typically to me falls in line with it covering. So, all right. So Yum, nice. I haven't charted that one in ages. Tesla. All right. So right now the list. By the way, y'all can't see that. Tesla came short. Yes. Yes. If you guys are on TikTok, you guys are already crushing at 1.2K likes. Hop on there's 129 of you guys right now. I am going to be picking from one of the comments in the YouTube for a free month in the Discord. This will also include a free month or a free one-on-one with me, where I'll talk with you an hour or for an hour. We'll break down where you're at, kind of talk about what you got going on, your strategy, see if we can't, work some setups, or even if you're in the Discord and going to be in the Discord for a month, kind of get you set off on the right foot just by seeing where you're at right now. So hit the link in the bio. That is where we're at right now. We'll see you guys in just a second. Ellie is not happy about bedtime. So send Ellie some good vibes out there, people, so she can give us good market predictions tomorrow, because she is maybe a little bit mad. So we got Tesla. I'm writing down the as many as I can here, because we're not going to do a speed run, but I do know that a ton of them. Hey bro, Andre here. What's going on, dude? But we're let's see, TSM Apple. I think I got most of them. Yeah, right there. Welcome. If you guys are just hopping in on the YouTube stream, again, drop a comment, leave a like. It helps out a lot. You guys can still tune in on TikTok if you want. You ended the year, Scott Jones, up 45%, dude. That's amazing. That's literally, thank you. That's awesome. Thank you for telling me that. That's so cool. That's cool. Okay. That's sick. All right. What's the play this week? Again, if you guys want the full rundown, go onto YouTube, watch the run back, watch it from the start. I go over everything. Also, trials in our Discord are open as well, but I will be picking one of the comments from the YouTube for a free month in our Discord and a free month one-on-one with me. That's all you have to do. Look at him just talking to the box back there. Okay, so I didn't realize that this light back here might give me kind of a halo, and then also make me look a little bit dead. So we're gonna brighten that up just a little bit. Got 6 foreheads tonight. All right, Sava, is there a hair hanging on your mic? There is. Ew. Thank you. I hope that's mine. Yes, that is. That would bother the shit out of me. Thank you for telling me that. I do have free trials on the Discord. Go to the website, Simple Stacks Investments. Go down to the bottom, or you can go to our very new and basically improved Discord, where everything is basically quiet. There's not a lot of talk. This will be webhook and connected to the Discord fully. But I will basically be posting in and out of this thing. So you can sign up there. You will, if you sign up on Circle, you will still be signed up on Discord. And if you're on Discord, you have access to Circle. So please, if you are in the Discord right now, go into the announcements channel right here, right there. Look at that. I can show you guys this now. Look, all the way right there. Go click on that app. Everything you need to know right here. Bam. Also, if you're just tuning in, if you guys are on TikTok, right, and you guys are learning right now, brand new, I'm going to be going absolutely nuts in the educational channel for the remainder of the month. What I did do today, this is quite a bit of shit. I basically took all the economic data and I gave you a simplified definition of all of them and the impacts, and when they're released, the way that traders use them, frequency, usual effect, what they measure, the sources. And again, I simplified these for you the best way that I could, that you could probably share it with your 10-year-old. So anyway, let's get to the juicy stuff. Enough of the talk. Let's get to the charts. So the first one on the request was VENG. Vision Energy Corp. Is this a penny stock? No. Ooh. So that's the monthly chart. Let's go to the daily. When did we talk about this? When did we talk about this? Was it before that? Because this was a giant rip, right? Who? Hold on. What was it? David Doggy. Are you the same one? Because I have a chart here, and I'm pretty sure that you're the one who asked me about this. So this was an ascending triangle. Now, typically, when you see some shit like this, you're gonna expect. Yes, I don't trade these either, but I'm just doing requests. Not my thing. But what I can tell you, the simple thing here, I mean, it doesn't even matter. I hope you made money on it. That was my only question because I know that we charted it before it took off. This right here is my swag. Just kidding. Right here is 1792. You closed below that. All right. This right is your resistance. This is where sellers take control. You were unable to do anything with that. There is no, hold on, before I speak too soon. There is a small gap. So here's what I would anticipate. You've got one or two things that we can expect from this stock. So one, you just created a very sharp channel, right? And maybe it's like this, and that is a full extension, and now you can expect an uptrend. But that obviously would be verified and confirmed on VENG by a gap fill, right? A wick gap fill, no wick, excuse me, gap fill $20 candle close daily above this $19 mark to reconfirm that you are going to head to the upside. I would expect some building there, potentially. I don't know what the hell they do. I don't know what news is associated to them. That would be just the most important thing, extra important going into a stock that looks like this. Typically not my style, but if you were to go or can move to the downside, I think that would start to really start to snowball below 1340, where it looks like there's going to be a ton of volume. I would imagine that is a point of control as well. So basically 1360, 1350. Watch for this to come crashing down to around $10. And again, I don't know what this is. I don't know their fundamentals, but techs are techs. So potentially, maybe even throw an auto fib on there. Yeah, it looks like the auto fib gives you. I'm not too far off. 1260 right there. There's 15, so looks like 15 is your current floor. But yeah, that's VENG on the daily as of right now. I will leave. So one thing that I like to do, I'll leave you with this. Whenever I see a speculative channel, if I want to know if it's truly speculative, real, fake, right? I'll typically give both the resistance and support a shot, right? It doesn't mean that it's going to be right at all, but I typically will give it a shot. So from the obviously higher high, pull it down, typically looking for some sort of confluence where the majority of support lies. Confluences, right? What do those mean? Typically, those are going to be key levels, rejection points, and trend or EMAs or anything of that nature that kind of obviously coincide, can connect. Or I'm having trouble with my words tonight. Intersect. That was a word that I'm looking for. If I am only wanting to research and learn from your free educational tools at the moment, do I need to do anything else besides being signed up for your Discord? So I would recommend. I would love to learn more about trading because I'm scared of these institutions. I mean, you shouldn't be scared, but you should be. I don't know. Why does the YouTube stream suck compared to TikTok? Don't know. I don't know. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. If you guys are here on TikTok, I appreciate you guys leaving likes. I am on YouTube right now. That's the best place to find me. That is the best place to interact with me, best place to talk to me. I know it's not the coolest, but it helps me keep track. So even if you guys just hop in there really quickly, drop a request, whatever it may be. But also, I would go back to the beginning and watch the intro. It's going to keep you caught up. Also, what I was going to mention is if you are in the free part of our Discord, you can also be in the free part of our circle chat. It is not fully built. I am still building this, but there is going to be an educational channel. And not only that, courses, right? They help you build courses. And I know you guys are thinking, no, Garrett, not you. You said you would never. Oh, I will. And it will still be fucking free. So I'll be building courses using this. It's going to be pretty sick. I'm pretty excited about it. Also, I'll be releasing and continuing to put out a either bi-weekly or monthly newsletter, basically just catching you up on everything the month that month that happened, and then the month going forward, or 2 weeks, whatever it may be. Yes. Also, make sure that you put the stream up to the whatever RID said. RID said. What is the standard deviation you have? It's just called a parallel channel. That is it. So right there, so let me explain what I see here. And it may be that I need to go to the 4 hour, right? Where I could maybe see just a little bit more price action in order to give me a better idea of where support is truly. And that is where it is. VENG. I really, really like this now because I have a little bit of extra data. And this is actually excluding extended hour data. So extended hours data, excuse me. So two little areas right here. This is going to be 1835. Nice little wick right there. And then, of course, you have a small gap right there. Come here. And there you go. So that's VENG. You are sitting at support. Why? 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 5. That's 5. If I do this from this low to here, that's broken, right? Have already talked about how deceptive wedges and those type of trend lines are. So we're going with what is real. So I would say anywhere below its current $15, right? $15, because that is probably where you would need to close a 4 hour hourly candle below in order to indicate that you're going to continue falling. But you do have that nice juicy gap up above you, $20.37. All right, let's keep it moving. I will tweet that out. That is on my Twitter. Here it comes. Bam. If I knew your screen name, I'd tweet that out too. If you want to learn, guys, this year I'm going to be using all of the tools at my disposal. We're going stupid as far as just putting out the content. I had my New Year's resolution was to stop talking shit about courses being sold and just create a bunch of free fucking courses and then promote those instead, because then they have a resource for people to go to directly. Do I like Apple at 100? Thinking of selling puts. Not a bad idea. I'll talk about that a little bit more. All right, the next one that we got on the watch list is I'm gonna do SOXS. Last time we talked, what did we talk about? That's what we talked about. So I remember it all. So peep this. I'm gonna have to go get a new cord. Whatever this thing is, trash. Absolute trash. Don't buy this mic. So one thing that I remember talking about is this key level, and we're gonna borrow this line right there. So this was basically $44, right? And this was where we have observed in past sessions, it's been a retest level, it's been a resistance, right? We build underneath it, we reject it, we bounce off of it, we retest it, right? Retest. Once you get above it, typically price action will pick up. Same thing there. How much confirmation do you need? 1, 2, 3, 4. Everybody makes sense right there? You should build the course and sell it, but keep your same open style. Whoever wants to buy it. You know what? The only other alternative I thought to selling courses is to make it a pay whatever you want. Pay whatever you feel like it's worth. And I even thought about doing that after you're done. Pay what you want, right? Because I don't need to make money off of it. That's the facts. I don't need to make course money. I don't want to make course money. I don't really want to be associated with making money via courses. But I wouldn't, it basically be like if you thought it was useful or if it made you money and you decided you want to throw something, that's okay. But at the end of the day, again, I don't need it. I live off of my trading money, not, well, I don't sell courses, so that money's non-existent. I think this is pretty much your hard line. So again, kind of like the chart that we just went over, there's a gap to fill right here that is 45.21 up to 54.20. 54.20. Now, you'll probably notice that 54.20 is real close to this. It's not that close, but it's pretty close, right? So you're 54.20. You've got $56 or $57 directly above that. So if you do go into that gap, I really wouldn't be surprised as long as you see a nice gap up above it, potentially using that as a retest level and going and testing that. But you have to get above basically $44. Period. End of story. And at the moment, it's also probably important for 37.30 to be held for buyers, or excuse me, well, in this case, I guess sellers, but you get what I mean. So right here, kind of in that median, right? We always have a median inside of any zone. So your floor right now is $32. Your median is right here around $37, $38, $37.50, $38, and then your top floor is 48. So I'll go ahead and tweet that out for you. But really, I think this is like, I know it sounds really dumb, but it's kind of a self-explanatory chart. If you do end up losing this floor again, you've got a gap to fill. If you confirm below it, you've got 26.50. You could see the Radiohead model, Scott Jones. You may be my best friend. That is my favorite band, if I've never disclosed that. Yeah, I'm actually getting I don't have a ton of tattoos, but partially I have a couple Radiohead tattoos planned, but the fact that you know that, Scott, air high five for you, buddy. Buddy. Also one of my favorite albums that they released that on. What's up, guys? If you guys are on here, I apologize that I can't. My daughter locks my phone, um, which again she's 3 years old. It could be anywhere. She may have sold it. I don't even know. So if you guys want to interact with me, YouTube, the link is in the bio. It's the best place to do it. And then you can review all of those charts. I'll also, if I take your request, I will also be tweeting out your requests on my Twitter. So again, this is important for people. I wish that I could kind of. I'm sure there is a program out there that would record my voice, and then perhaps I could give you a breakdown on it. That's just typed out. But for now, if you can use this chart as it benefits you, then it is on my Twitter. So SOXS. If that is a chart that you want to take a look at. Go ahead and do that. Hold on. These are really, check these out. Biggest insider buys. I do think that these are actually worth paying attention to. This is in our Discord anyway, because Karma, this guy right here, runs Tradie Ticks, which is the same shit that we have in our Discord. So, neat. Cool. All right, so that's SOXS. I don't know why, but my brain does not want to say that word. In Rainbow is pretty awesome. Yes, In Rainbows is probably one of my favorite albums for sure. I like their older stuff too, different tone, but I'm kind of an elitist, so you know. Yeah, I see it. Well, let's see if I'm right. Let's see if I'm right. Trend. Mamma mia. Um, I tell you what, though, that when you run it off of the wicks, it really looks pretty cool. Not gonna lie, it looks really good. And for that reason, I'm actually gonna leave it there. Um, yeah, man, I've got a having trouble creating an account on Circle. Says it's sending a code to an email, but nothing comes in, even in the junk folder. So go to the Discord first, Tyler, and then click on the actual invite that we have out. Also, if you are one of my mentors, one-on-one mentors, and you don't haven't seen it, my availability is open for the next 3 weeks. If you want to schedule yourself, I figure this is just going to be one of the best places to do it. This is for my lifetime mentor, the people that I'm going to be mentoring until we all die, and then my yearly. So, sorry, I forgot to mention that a little bit earlier. PGNY right now, looking at the weekly, appears to be in this trend. It also shows a great deal of, at least right now, slowing as far as selling. You do have a decline in volume. RSI still looks good to short. You're not too oversold. You could see a continuation of the downside. And I'm willing to bet that 29.33 is going to be the mark, one of the marks that you're going to want to see broken. And that's right about there. So that's going to be one of the nearest confluences to the chart. So right there, 29.50. At that point, you're not out of the woods. 28.23. Why? Because you have 3 weekly candles sitting on top of that. Again, I don't know anything about this company. I don't know anything about its news. That's something that you have to obviously should know at least. So right there. And I think what I want to do in this case is emphasize how much more important 28 is than 20. I mean, 29 is a big area where you kind of exploded, but the candle closed on top of 30. And you'll notice that that candle closes on top of 30. This one closes on top of 30. All of these candles close on top of 30. So I would say the next candle to close underneath it, not necessarily to break that wick, but to close underneath where the rest of those candles do, then I could and would likely be expecting, a run down to 26.21. And of course, you do have, what could be interpreted as your most recent double top. And that's on the weekly. So you could take a look at the daily as well. And see if that channel kind of. So one of the things that I kind of wanted to take a look at, if I'm charting the wrong stock, I'm going to lose it. See, the one thing that I'm not a big fan of. That's okay. That's okay. Okay, that's okay. So yeah, flagging right on the standard deviation channel. You've already filled a gap. So one thing that I would be weary of, okay, is this, right? Keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate things. Here's your floor, right? That's what we're using the daily time frame for, is to basically identify where things will go. Now, I can tell you right now, I already see a confluence between the chart, right, and this key level, the trend in the chart. So right here, this is resistance, right? Hey, Peyton, you should order Five Guys. You should get five. You should order Five Guys. I was gonna wait until after this stream to say something, but all like as I'm charting, I'm seeing the grilled cheese with a patty inserted in it with jalapenos, and I can't. I don't know why. There we go. Oh my God, that is money. Look at that. So any bullishness resumes above $37. That is also where you retested, breakdown retest. Otherwise, again, on the lower time frame, I'm sure you could probably identify this yourself, but you also have this little thing right here. So I'm gonna leave that out, but I will post this chart. Oh fuck. Where's the undo button? Oh well. All right, we'll go ahead and tweet this out, so you can take a look at it. But good chart, at least in terms of seeing and identifying trend clearly. I do really like this chart. So, all right, we'll go ahead and tweet that out for you. Yeah, make sure to follow me on Twitter. Where can I get on your Discord? The link in my bio. So, yeah, they took a full day to send the temp code on Circle, even when they're entering it from Discord. That's wild. Yeah. How about this? If you don't get the invite, try to send me your email via Discord if it's really not working. So, all right, yo. Again, if you guys are on here, took a girl out to Five Guys. She farted. Five Guys need to relax on the grease. That is on God. She's still girlfriend. Oof, man, you're a real soldier, dude. True OG right there. But if you guys have any questions, or have any requests, YouTube channel, link in the bio. That's where we're at right now. Sorry, I can't really do both. I don't have the full setup right now. Did you sleep at all? Um, but yeah, I actually woke up this morning at God, what did I 5:30? I think 5:30, 5:20, and got ready. I was all fucking amped up, about to make coffee, and then I went into my office and I was like, I had this like, oh shit, and then realized that the market's not open today, and yeah, so that was pretty fun. All right, so futures right now, and we'll see. So futures did end up from where we gapped up because we saw a big bounce. We gapped up. What do you think futures rejected? They rejected right there at 3,900 on the mother freaking dot. 3,900, right? So we can expect probably an open right around the same place, right? So we're going to be opening up pretty much, just a little bit of below open. So if you swung anything, I didn't swing anything major. I pretty much just kind of stayed in cash. So we're going to what I'm really focused on here is the box, right? We're going to update this. So take a look at SPY. This is your ceiling. You can get rid of the trend, but I'm going to leave it there just for myself. I like it there. Just kind of reminds me. So right now, any bullishness, any sort of real tangible upside would occur at the gap, entirety of the gap fill, which is 389.36, and a candle close and sustained on that level. Personally, that's my thoughts. Sorry, try to fix this a little bit. I think the angle also just looks not great. We'll fix it though. I think that's okay. By the way, I'm not sponsored to say these. Absolutely bussin'. Bussin'. I've eaten these almost until I got sick. I don't even like sugary foods. It was just sitting right by my cord. Yeah, Discord link, Jimmy Dean, did it allow you? It isn't, the link's in my bio for that. So same thing. If you guys are on YouTube, link is in my bio right now for whatever it is that you're looking for. So 386.31, that is where we go north. That is where we gap fill. That is where we could potentially go and retest 393.55. And there's another gap all the way up there at 399. Trust me, the market's going to be in some kind of mood if we're up around that level, and things could drastically change as this major short. And a lot of people were talking about a historical time to short. I don't argue with them, but this could be where things get ugly going into earnings season. But, Bank of America earnings on Friday the 13th, not looking good so far. Any candle close, I believe, below 377.75 with sentiment should be the leading catalyst to at least drive us down to 374.48. I just see a straight leg down. I see a floor at 362, 360 psych number. That would still be valid for a market inverse head and shoulders if that were to occur. Yeah, so I was just looking at where that shoulder line would be. But as of right now, again, using our 377.75, I believe if that is broken, 375 period psychological number underneath that, more than likely, and of course there is a couple of things or levels, not things, but a couple of levels to keep in mind on your way down that could serve as bounce areas. 371 and 370.95 are two areas, obviously, to keep in mind right there. You can see 1, 2, 3 big bounces right there. Tons of candles closing underneath that. Definitely showing a ton of respect. Same thing down here, 362.60. So that's it for SPY, really. And these are going to be pivotal levels. So I'll mark this particular line green for whoever was asking. I'm going to tweet this out. But that's going to be green, so you guys have an indication of what I'm talking about. And then that red floor right there. So, all right, I'm going to tweet this out. This is on the daily. It's on the Twitter. Yeah, the Waltons have been dumping stock, dude. They might be dipping out of America or something. All right, next on the watch or on the request list is snow. I like P. See, he knows I'm not looking at the link is in the bio for YouTube for Twitter. The link is in the bio for everything. So if you guys have any requests at all, I'll talk to you guys though right when I get. YouTube is grainy. If it is grainy on YouTube, just if it's grainy on YouTube, change the quality with the little cog at the bottom. I believe weekly. Let me see the weekly. I'm not gonna go there. Yeah. So the last time the last time that I talked about snow, I think we were talking about the head and shoulders type setup, whatever. This is where things oscillate or have been moving. I mean, even if you're a short seller, imagine how hard it is to get a leg on a position like this, unless you are institutionally strong there. um, SpaceX is raising. Yeah, right. So what I would want to do with this, first of all, is finding trend on something as elusively with elusive price action like this would be really, really important. So I would kind of leave it like this. And I believe, yes, right here. And then we're going to drag that back. we got ourselves a nice little channel. And then here, oops. So we're going to find the point of control area, and that is going to be around 135.08. And of course, you do have wicks. So we'd be looking for a close below 135.08 and 132.60. And there is a gap on snow, but you are just taking your sweet ass time, and you have bounced off support. So what you need to be doing is looking at where is my nearest and most formidable resistance. And in my opinion, it's going to be right here. And this is going to be 147, 145 and 147. I would say 146, kind of the median in between those two, is going to be kind of an accurate mark right there. And then I'm going to try and explain this while I do it so I'm not moving too fast. There's a big ass wick there. There's a big ass bounce right there. There's a rejection right there. There's a rejection right there. There's a rejection right there. That's 147.50. So on snow, it'd be 147.50 that would need to be cleared to move up and could also serve as a rejection point. But I do really like trend here. So if that downtrend is broken, right, and you can make it anywhere back up above the 160s, with the right environment, I do believe that snow would likely start making its way back up. But one thing also to note, right, is you're kind of making that rounded, right? So it's still, I would say, a higher probability to see snow around $110.50 rather than seeing a break to the upside, a considerable break to the upside anytime soon. Right now, I don't see any real indication other than maybe once the gap is filled at 170. If you could reclaim the 170 level, perhaps that might be a good leading indicator there. The next one on the request level, or on the request level, what am I talking about? On the request, excuse me. Yeah, we're going to skip that bad boy. Not the chart. I was just going to do something else. All right, so I'll throw that out for you. Again, if you're not in the stream, for people not in the stream, these aren't going to make that much sense. But this is for you guys who are tuning in, who are supporting the channel. I appreciate you guys very much. Charge point. Please just comment that on the YouTube channel, unless you already have. So what I'm saying is, so I'm giving you my analysis, right? How you interpret that should be interpreted based on your strategy, right? For me, above 147 still would no longer be a trigger to go truly, truly long. For me, snow would have to get above the 160s for me to actually start considering taking some real life longs. Otherwise, I don't have much risk to reward in something like this. Also, if you struggle with understanding what risk to reward is, I'm going to help you guys with that as well this week. We're going to talk about more about risk to reward. Lots of people breaking their risk to reward. Lots of people not having a strategy. Lots of people struggling with recovering from pretty gnarly losses after kind of spiraling out of control. So, and this is, if you feel like I'm talking to you directly, just know that I'm not, because I'm talking to so many people. NASCAR Future Floor. 24 hours. That's my play for the day. We'll check it out, man. Black Pearl, nice. That's my cat's name, dude. Literally, right here, my boy. Look, a black cat. That's her. She got a pearl. Classic. Can't see it. What am I looking at? I'm looking at snow. Gang, gang. All right. Maybe RIVN, Netflix. Okay, I think that's good enough right there. If there wasn't so many requests, maybe I would throw the rest of them out. But oh shit, I just double retweeted that. There's the ADHD right there. All right, next one on the list is MU. What are you doing? Chill out. I know that I'm gonna delete this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. No. No, no, no. Okay, so I'm not really going to try too much for trend. What I am going to do is focus on what is really, really important here. And it seems like this 6470 mark has been a very pivotal level as of recent, not to mention the actual 6127. So right there, you guys can see tons of candles. You could actually give that a little bit more love. I apologize. That's going to be 6150. 6150 candle close, and it's really not even going to be a candle close above that. It's going to be a push above that area, period, because a candle close, obviously, as you can see, just won't cut it. To the downside, obviously, you've seen major drop, big 50% retracement, and then another leg down, a 50% more than is a almost no, it is 100% retracement of the previous leg down, and then you make a complete reversal. So typically, when this starts to happen, that means that you're about to oscillate, or you're going to see some crazy up and downs. There is no guarantee with that, but you are in a range where that has happened in the past. So let me explain. Right about here is where MU's villain origin story starts, and that's going to be basically right. And what I'm looking for right now is really, really tight price action, hard to trade price action, that kind of price action, that right, that miserable, miserable. This is a weekly chart, guys. This is weeks of an untrend tradable stock, unless you just really had steel cojones and you entered at the bottom. Which this is the bottom. This is just a temporary bottom that would really be a sentimental mark that would indicate, major, major legs down there. So right here, that is 31 bucks. LOL cat moment. No one noticed. You talking about the cat putting his hand on my mouth? Cat slapped me in the face. Well, I need to do something. Straddles. What are you talking about? Show Snowdy's Rake 160. Did I just miss 5? No. But if you literally go to, do you use hotkeys on selling options also only or also buying? Typically, if I can buying and selling, that doesn't mean I can already. But yes, Snow's in a downtrend. If you guys have any requests, again, YouTube link in the bio. What? Come on, come on. Quit yelling at me. All right. So in this range, right now, I think it's not a terrible idea to let fibs come in and give you a little bit of a hand. And obviously, you want to backtest these. These are at 45.40. Can definitely see some serious confluence there, and a very, 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 very tiny gap. That the remainder of a gap that likely needs to get filled. So 46 bucks would be my first area. What I'm basically calling for on MU is some really awful price action to follow. Personally, that would be my diagnosis here. Um, the double bottom entry is a trap. Yeah, I don't. So obviously there is a solid bounce at 48.71. So call it what it is. Sure, it could be a double bottom there. I might have missed that a little bit, but the candles didn't close on top of 50, right? If it was a double bottom off of a key level or something like that, um, maybe, but I really don't see a ton of confluence. I need this area. Yep, I knew that was coming. You're gonna, there we go. Just do that. There we go. Very nice. Okay, thank you. All right. Considering your free trial, however, when I click the Safari cannot be found page because the server cannot be found. Do what? Sorry, I gotta reread I thought I had a stroke. When okay, I'll go take a look at that. Thanks for letting me know. Sorry about that. Maybe not on camera, dude. Maybe not on camera. Yeah, we'll take a look at that one. I'll go ahead and tweet those out. Again, obviously, if you want to write down or go back, look at what I said. If it was my chart, I would type out little notes and stuff like that. RIVN is the next chart here. Thank you guys, everybody who's just tuning in. I appreciate that. Also, last chance, if you guys are on TikTok right now and you guys go over to the YouTube channel, if you guys leave a like on the YouTube channel and a comment, I will be picking one of the people from the stream for a free month of the Discord and a free one-on-one with me for an hour. Not a ton, but free. It's free, right? It's almost free. Yeah, let me know. All right, so let's take a look at Rivian. We're gonna start without the auto fibrillators. Wee doggy. I love that. Love that. This looks so bad. I'm not gonna lie to you. It looks so bad. There is a little bit of volume here picking up, but you just have straight sells. I mean, you got just an absolute bloodbath. And then the floor in which that bloodbath actually occurred or started, right? That was close to $27, right? And then your floor that you just crossed, we're going to give it respect at 2044, but it did bounce off of, I think it was, let's see, 1940, right? So that's kind of where I'd be watching. Hey Chief, that was a little too hard. What is taking that Five Guys so long? Guaranteed she didn't order it. Hold on, what time is it? I guarantee she didn't order it. And Five Guys is closed already. She didn't care about me. She didn't care. Middle finger patter on the sell volume. Yeah, I do see that. What's going on back here? Oh, sorry. Yeah, this cat's going fucking ham on my hand right now. What do you think about Katrina known as Coach? He is he has client made over millions. Assyrian. Well, I mean, I know we've had this conversation. Um, but oh look, Stomp Queen needs attention. Take that trash out of here. So why is YouTube glitchy? You gotta upgrade the quality. That's it, dude. This cat is going. Look at her, trying to get some meat out of there. Calm down. Chill out. Um, sorry, I'm trying to catch up. Millions or 100. So I've had people in my Discord make millions. We just had somebody tell us that they made $1 million at the last $2 million, but that's not shit that I would ever advertise or share with anybody else. That's fucking fucked. It's just I feel like if the reason that they even have to explain it, that's not cool. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just like common logic that you don't tell a bunch of regular people with regular money that they can make a bunch of money by joining your Discord by using somebody who had obviously a lot more liquidity. So yeah, no problem. I'm fighting a cat right now. So yeah, Rivian is just dead. So I would say right now, I mean, again, I'm not really endorsing any further shorting. But from 2458, which might mark as a decent like turnaround level, and then really $20. I'm gonna go ahead and call it Rivian 20, basically 2050 and 2739. Until those are crossed, expect this one to, if it doesn't regain 20, it will go to 15. Okay, right now the selling pressure is on. Expect consolidation or maybe even a standstill. But I wouldn't go, trying to go crazy on this thing. Volume could, any news, anything, and you can even look at it's extremely oversold. Also, you do have short volume that's relatively high as well. Is that hard to bite? It's probably hard to bite. Yeah, I'll tweet that out for you, man. But I just, I would just urge you to be careful, and perhaps even if you really want to see a real like reversal, you would want to be looking at like some type of weekly time frame. Close a candle weekly 25.75 and it's back on, and then you can start looking at the $39-$40 levels. So, not terrible. But not the best setup I ever seen in my life. This is a company, if you're looking to invest, the technicals are done. That's really what I would be focusing on here. Is if you're looking to invest, the technicals are done. I'd maybe short volume or something like that, but yeah, absolutely crushed. So let's keep it moving. We've got Netflix. So Netflix is actually a really, really dope chart still. Now, I don't know if anybody bruh. Bruh. Yeah, I needed that. Cats won't cause leukemia. What the hell are y'all talking about here? Why chemicals just get cats? My cat just likes to fight me. Listen, if I've never made anything clear, straddles are speculative positions that often should lead you into more definitive directional positions. Straddles are not a position that I would ever like. Let's say I want to put 10K into a position. or into a trade. I'm not going to put 5 into both, right? I'm typically going to go into one side, or I'm going in very lightly. Um, okay, so really quickly, let's cover Netflix here. And I don't know if I still have my old analysis. There it is. We're gonna use extended hours, and if that's right, I believe after talking with Manny and somebody else, I believe that downtrend was broken. And I'm gonna start this from scratch because there's no need to do that. Okay. So as of right now, I do see a confluence on Netflix. That confluence is right here at 300. And I'm just going to be really straightforward here. If you close a candle above 300, 301, I would be looking to start targeting a potential 312 test and 317.85 gap fill to the upside. And not only that, we've already discussed on the higher time frame, the daily, et cetera, that we do in fact, and we've measured this a couple of times, that we do in fact have a channel, right? And I'm actually gonna remember I had to kind of start it from the bottom. Trying to remember exactly where I pulled that up from. I think it was right about there. Yep. So one of the things, again, I deleted everything, so just trying to redraw that channel without confirmation bias. Really, really shaped out that trend. So the way that I'm interpreting this right now is that we are and did potentially bounce off support. Here's the focus here: close above $300, and at that point, I mean, I know it sounds kind of crazy, but I would probably be looking for the remainder of Netflix's gap to get filled all the way at 350. Period. End of story. If this get gap and this, I know this sounds really stupid, and this red line get held above, expect for Netflix to make new, at least 52-week highs. Not new highs, but gap fill, right? Just barely, well, the gap's already been filled, but just barely moving up. One of the retest levels above you on Netflix that really didn't get touched was 356 and 350. So that's right directly above that. That's what I'd be looking for on Netflix. But the Monday Night Football game, Jesus Christ, are you serious? They administered CPR, dude? Oh, man. Yeah, I see that. Bro, yeah, they did. Wow. Yeah, man. Prayers, full recovery, man. That's crazy. Oh, man. Yeah, I hope he's okay. That's terrible, man. Sad. Y'all, chill the fuck out. God damn. I said he's fully back. Can I help you? Okay. What do you need? That was mildly too, yeah, a little bit, maybe a little too soon. All right, so let's the next one I got is Netflix, or we've already done Netflix. Let's go ahead and tweet that out, unless I've already tweeted it out 6 times. I don't think I have. Nose is dry though. All right, Netflix Lucid. Ugh. How's Netflix doing? I just did it. The link. Just go check it out on the YouTube channel. All right, so this is about getting. This is starting to get in unchartable territory. Um, sorry, I have an itch right in the tip of my nose, and it's driving me absolutely bonkers right now. Yeah. So what a couple things that I can tell you right now that Lucid has, and yeah, yeah, dude. I honestly, I would never even consider maybe like a speculative play. I would look at something like this and be like, you know what, I could make maybe the risk to reward looks pretty good to me. Um, this is what I got for you. And honestly, you could stretch and change and flip and do all sorts of crazy shit to this chart, and really never come to a solid conclusion. So I don't really see money here, other unless you had like a bull case, outside of that. Perhaps this is a situation where I could use the latest trend to hopefully identify some price targets. So if I can't find anything, right, this is what I'll do. I'll go grab my channel, I'll clone my channel, right? I'll bring that down. Something called GAN fans you can learn about. And that's how I'll set this up. So right now, Lucid on the rebound, the first rebound would be around 850. Why 850? The first place that I see a resistance or confluence is right about there, and that's the only place or nearest place that it would be. It could change. It could be around 817, 815, one of those places. But then to the downside, if we continue to fall, 455 and $5 and $4.55 would be the next area. Now that's just gauging off of where we are right now. I can't predict price action, but I can give you an update. As we get a little bit closer. So I would say right now, maybe do keep in mind that there is a downtrend coming from those highs, right? And that is where you could potentially see that confluence. But that would be a wedge. I think a lot of people would probably point that wedge out, and maybe with the right market sentiment, you could see a climb back into the $10 range, and still staying in that downtrend. So, how do I find that channel tool? It's on my YouTube. Or excuse me, it's in my Discord. And it's a parallel channel. So goofus. All right. We got Lucid done. What time is it? It's 9:53, folks. Just purchased the monthly subscription. Looking for Oh, sorry, I reread that. Nice. Welcome. Be sure to reach out, ask any questions if you got any questions. Let me know. Obviously, if you're brand new, if you're on Circle, DM me so I can let you in on Discord. If you're on Discord, DM me and we'll get you in on Circle. Eventually, I think I will end up picking one or the other, but as for right now, I think we're okay. All right, so let's do the next. Thank you for look. Nice, awesome. That's awesome. Yum. Yeah. Sorry, I can't. I was gonna go all the way, but I'm not going to do it. Yes. It's good, cat. Yeah. Um. I think on this one I want to kind of start with the weekly. I honestly I feel like my gut feeling when I look at this chart is that I'm going to come back and this is going to be one of those stocks that somehow uh pulls through the bear market, right? And stays green. Typically, right? Now, trading patterns, maybe not that great of an idea. Trading the development of patterns, I've made a lot of money doing that. Now, key levels, everything else still apply. Um, so hey, maybe not on camera. There's people watching. Um, let's see, right there and right here. So I'm gonna be honest with you. Right now, on the weekly and daily, you have what looks closer to be a bull flag. Um, I would also throw this out there that as long as long as you hold 123, I think you're okay, right? I think you're okay to continue to move to the upside. And my price target as of right now, again, with the current trend, and if you do not move below 122, I suspect we could see the 150s. That would be my next price target for Yum. Um, Now, of course, this is loosely based. I could go and do what we love to do, right? And find, and I'd probably go off the top here, but I would go ahead and find channel, right? Or see if it's somewhere to be found. And my guess, it would be right there. So if anybody's still watching this, right, you could potentially extend that wedge because wedges, there's no rules with wedges, and that's why they're great liquidity patterns for market makers. So what I'd be focused on again, do not fall below 122, and basically this will mark it out for you, right? Stay out of. Please let me select the box. Good gravy. Transpider, man. I'm telling you what. It's enough to piss off the Pope. Oh, wait, too soon. I didn't know. I actually really, I just remembered. For real though, I guess. 108.70. Um, and you obviously that would be the floor there, but 122.36. I wouldn't want to fall below that. That is a confluence right there. Again, to the upside, if you continue moving the up, I would say 147 to 150. Looks pretty interesting. Not a terrible chart. Um, I will leave this up there for you so that way you can make your own choice. But I will tweet this out for you right now. Oh God. I'm on YouTube right now. If you guys are watching on TikTok, We'll get to you guys shortly. Answer some questions. Okay, look right there. What are you trying to type in? 3EU EW? Oh shit. The next one we got is Tesla. Yum Tesla. You guys are fucking ridiculous. Um, okay. Real quick, stay with me on the weekly here with Tesla because I think this is going to be huge. Now, not to brag, but I'm gonna brag a little bit. I did call pretty much right around 110, 108. I called for Tesla to bounce around there. That is where I suspected we would start our chopping journey. The median now within that zone is 126.30. Excuse me, I'm wrong. One, yeah, okay, 128 or 129.50 would be the median here, which would allow you to possibly move up and retest areas like 148, 145, and 150. This cat is holding my hand right now. So that would, and I'm going to be honest with you, if you're looking to take Tesla long, short, or make a definitive decision on this thing right now, it's probably not looking great. This is just trading sideways. Period. End of story. That's my opinion. Tesla is going to give you a couple of weeks of misdirection. That's my thoughts on it at the moment. It could just continue to die, and maybe I'm wrong. But I think at this point there's got to be some sort of retest, and you've already established the first bounce in weeks. So yeah, follow through would be dope. All right. Nails are stuck in my sweater. All right. I apologize if I was unable to get to your request. It is 10 o'clock. I've got a tight rule. I gotta abide by the schedule, right? Discipline. Um, so again, I have been going bananas inside of the Discord. I'm going to continue, guys. It is educational. We're gonna start 2023 off right. I've written out so much as far as even right here trading a 9 to 5. Here's some rules for trading a 9 to 5. What are you itching for? Also, do you have ADHD? Right? Got a nice little. I'm gonna be making a lot of little things like this. So if you have any recommendations or you have maybe give me your personalized like, hey, this is what I do. How would you make trading work? I'd love to start using those both to answer questions and as content. So it's a double-edged, not a double-edged sword, two birds with one stone, but the birds don't die. It's like two bags of bird seed for the birds. So nice. Anyway, you guys have a wonderful evening. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Be ready, create a plan. One of the things that I did say in the Discord is that if you really want to take this seriously, and I also said this I said this in my mentorship chat, but I said if you're really, really serious about this, um, it's not a bad idea to go open up OBS, open up something, and record yourself. Right? Make it. You're going to be willing to do whatever it takes in order to make sure that you get the job done. So I've typed out a lot of different things. Again, Educational Center in the Discord is absolutely going to get chock full. First edition here was just giving you guys a definition and simplification of all the jobs reports and all that other stuff, important economic data. But we're going to continue continuing to do this. I apologize if I missed anybody's charts, guys. I went down the list that I had written down. I will start charting tomorrow morning as well. We'll catch you guys bright and early, probably about 9:30 if you guys are outside of the Discord. If you're inside of the Discord, maybe about 8:15. And then obviously mentors, I will see you guys tomorrow at 7:30. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Catch you in the next video. Peace.